Hi, I'm Shelley Edmondson, a Master of Educational Technology student at Boise State University. I've been a business education teacher for the past 18 years, and I teach classes in computer applications, multimedia applications, and accounting. So technology has always played a very important role in my classroom and curriculum. Over the years, I've continually updated my lab, purchasing new software and hardware as often as financially possible. It has always been a challenge to keep up with technology, not only in my classroom, but with my own knowledge and skills in how to use that technology and how to implement it effectively in my classroom. I have tried to take advantage of professional development opportunities in technology over the years, but I found that my knowledge and skills were becoming seriously outdated. So I decided to push myself out of my comfort zone and go back to school and pursue my master's degree. The Masters of Educational Technology program at Boise State University seemed to be a perfect fit, as I could complete all of the coursework from home and fit it into my busy schedule. As a full-time teacher, coach, mom, and grandma, I was already pretty busy. So adding my master's program on top of that has been very challenging, but the rewards to myself both professionally and personally have been beyond measure. With the encouragement of my administration and my family, I decided to enroll in the MET program, and I decided on an optional certificate in technology integration, as our district does not have anyone on staff to train our teachers in how to implement technology effectively in their classrooms. So I hope to eventually be able to provide this. As I have completed the coursework for the Masters of Educational Technology program, I have tried to develop projects and lessons that will be beneficial to me as a classroom teacher or as a technology integration specialist. I would like to share with you just a couple projects that I have created that have had a great impact on me, both professionally and personally. The first project that I would like to share with you is the plagiarism video that I created for EdTech 501, Introduction to Educational Technology. I have chosen to share this video with you because it's been very valuable to me in my classroom when teaching about plagiarism and copyright issues, especially to my multimedia applications classes. This video discusses forms of plagiarism, including cheating, non-attribution, patch writing, and self-plagiarism. I created it for use in a high school setting as an introduction to plagiarism and copyright laws.
Did you know that even if you reword passages from another source, you have to cite that source?
I thought that as long as you read something and then put it into your own words, you don't have to cite the source.
Actually, that is called patch writing, which is another form of plagiarism.
After learning about XtraNormal and creating this animated video, I showed it to my multimedia students, and they were so excited about it that they wanted to create their own XtraNormal videos, which they did, and they had a blast. I uploaded this video to My Big Campus, which is the learning management system at my school, and I put it in the resources section so that it's available for all teachers to use. And a couple of the English teachers have used it in their classrooms, and they are really excited about it. I knew that my technology skills were outdated before I began this program, but after taking EdTech 501, I feel a lot more confident about being able to locate resources for use in the classroom, as well as how to integrate them effectively into my curriculum. The next project I would like to share with you is my instructional design project. This was a major project for EdTech 503 Instructional Design, and it took the entire semester to complete. As a teacher, I have developed many unit and lesson plans over the years, but I have never put this much time and thought into the development and design process before. The instructional design process consists of 4 activities: performing an instructional analysis, developing an instructional strategy, developing and conducting an evaluation, and revision. The first step in completing this project was to identify a problem that could be addressed through instruction. Over the last couple of years, we have been trying to incorporate more online learning opportunities for students in our district, as well as trying to provide more blended learning environments. With that, there is a need for teachers in our districts to know how to create video tutorials for use in their classrooms so that they can be uploaded to My Big Campus so that students can access them from home or anywhere that they have internet access. So my instructional design project was actually on how to create and publish Jing videos. In completing the instructional analysis portion of this project, I had to first determine if there was a need for the proposed instruction by the learners. To determine if there was a need for instruction, I created a survey using SurveyMonkey and sent it to a sample group of 20 high school and middle school teachers. The questions addressed the demographics of my learners, such as how many years of teaching experience they have, the software they have available on their teacher computers in their classrooms, the other technology they have available for use in their classrooms, their use of My Big Campus currently, and their interest in taking a video tutorial class. The results of the survey indicated that there was indeed a need for instruction, as well as an interest by the learners in how to create video tutorials. The next step in the process was to select an instructional strategy, as the main goal of the instruction is for teachers to know how to produce and publish video tutorials using Jing. The strategies I selected were based on those for teaching procedures. I developed this information processing chart, which shows the procedures to follow in recording a Jing video, as well as uploading a video to My Big Campus. Using this information processing chart, I then began creating the instructional materials that would be needed for teaching this lesson. The instructional materials that I created included an instructor's guide and example Jing video tutorials that I had created for use in my own class, and these learner handouts. This one on creating a Jing video tutorial, and this one on how to upload a Jing video to My Big Campus. I also included assessments. I included the self-check assessment for the learner to use in checking their own learning, a peer observation checklist that the learners could use as they observed their peers while they created a video, and the final instructor's final observation checklist that the instructor could use as they observed the learners creating a Jing video. After developing and designing the instruction, I had to determine how best to evaluate the instructional unit I had created. For a formative evaluation, I gave my instructional unit to a subject matter expert to have him review all of the instructional and learner materials, as if he were a teacher who were going to actually present this lesson. Based on his evaluation, there were some clarifications and corrections needed, so I took his comments and suggestions and made the needed revisions to improve my instructional unit. Although I have not presented the training to the teachers in my district or conducted a summative evaluation, I feel confident that I have a valuable instructional unit that is going to benefit me in the future. I can easily adapt this instructional unit to teach similar procedures for using other video recording software, such as Screencast-O-Matic or Camtasia. The final artifact that I would like to share with you is the project that I created in EdTech 542, Technology-Supported Project-Based Learning. Before taking this course, I thought that I was already incorporating project-based learning into my curriculum. I often have students complete individual and group projects and simulations in my classes. I now know that the projects and simulations that I have my students complete are a far cry from project-based learning. According to the Buck Institute for Education, project-based learning is an instructional approach where rigorous projects are carefully planned, managed, and assessed to help students learn key academic content, practice 21st century skills such as collaboration, communication, and critical thinking, and create high-quality, authentic products and presentations. My PBL project is called High School to Career. This project requires students to not only research careers of interest, but to work collaboratively with their peers, the high school counselor, and local business and industry professionals to organize and host a career fair. So how am I going to motivate my students so that they want to participate in this project? Well, a good driving question and sub-questions can help establish a need to know on the part of my learners so that they are really interested and want to get down into the project and find out the answers to the question. My driving question, where are you going and how will you get there, is intended to get students not only thinking but discussing with their peers the careers of their choice and to actually devise a plan and the steps that they're going to need to take to reach their career goal. To ensure that my project addresses key academic content, I mapped my project to Common Core standards as well as the Idaho Professional Technical Education Business Education Essential Outcomes and 21st century skills. Some of the 21st century skills that are incorporated in this project include learning and innovation skills, as students will be thinking critically and working creatively with others. They're going to be making judgments and decisions and solving problems throughout the process. They're going to communicate and collaborate with their peers, with this high school counselor, and with local and business and industry professionals. They're going to use technology skills in creating brochures, flyers, letters, and presentations. And they're going to use life and career skills. They're going to have to be flexible and adaptable. They're going to have to manage their goals and their time. They're going to have to work independently and be self-directed. They're also going to have to interact effectively with others and work in teams, and they're going to actually be held accountable for the end product, which will be the career fair. I incorporated the use of rubrics for formative and summative assessments throughout the project. Students have a reflection rubric, a project timeline rubric, and a presentation rubric that will be used throughout the process. They also have a presentation rubric, a collaboration rubric, and a rubric for their brochure and flyer. I really like rubrics because students have the opportunity to look at the rubric and know exactly what it is they're getting graded on before they even begin. And then they can use the rubric to check that they're meeting all the requirements while they're creating the project. I tried to develop a project that would have real meaning to my students. I have shared my project idea with the high school counselor and my administration, and they are very supportive of this opportunity for students to take a leadership role in planning and hosting a career fair for the student body. With their support, I'm going to implement this project in January, with the career fair to be held in the spring. I've learned so much about project-based learning that can be applied to the projects and simulations that I use in my classroom. If I can create a need to know on the part of my students and provide them with opportunities for voice and choice, for feedback, revision, and reflection, then I can ensure that they will have a quality product that they can present in front of a real audience, and they will be much more motivated and invested in the process. There are so many projects and assignments that I'd like to share with you, like the web pages that I created using Adobe Dreamweaver in EdTech 501, and the professional development evaluation project that I created in EdTech 505. And the synchronous and asynchronous lessons that I created and presented in EdTech 521. The 3 artifacts that I shared with you are only a small sample of my work, but I feel that they represent the real range and depth of the coursework that I have completed throughout the MET program. The knowledge, skills, and strategies that I have gained over the last 2.5 years are invaluable to me. I no longer feel that my technology skills are outdated. In fact, I feel like I am a technology leader in my district. I'm excited to be able to share the knowledge and skills that I have gained with my students in my classroom, as well as with my peers as a technology integration specialist. As technology continues to evolve and change the way we teach and learn, I realize that my educational journey is far from over. I am looking forward to continuing my professional development at Boise State University, as I am planning to obtain my online teaching certificate through the state of Idaho. I would like to thank you for watching my video and letting me share my experience in the Masters of Educational Technology program.